Let's go to Ahmed, first-time caller in Ealing. Ahmed, good evening.
Hello, Daniel. Good evening. My question is about my struggle with the medical profession to get my diagnosis onto an official, medical report or, onto an official medical report. It's been about 4 years that I've had complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and having that official diagnosis from my psychiatrist or my GP is really, really important to a lot of things, like probation, like my my PIP application and things like that, and I've not been able to get it.
You say you've been diagnosed, but you haven't been diagnosed. Just explain that to me.
No, I have been diagnosed actually, because I've been sectioned 3 times, each of which after a discussion with a multidisciplinary team, which includes a consultant psychiatrist who is in AMPH.
Who has diagnosed you with PTSD?
A consultant psychiatrist during one of the times when I was sectioned, he said he agrees with the diagnosis that I have complex PTSD, and he's referred me on to my GP or primary care, I think, saying that they should follow up my care and things like that. So right. I wanted to get that. So is
your GP disagreeing with that diagnosis?
He's not giving me his position. He says when I see him, it's the same as my psychiatrist that I'm seeing. That's first it was my GP, and now it's
Ahmed, please listen to the question and answer it.
Yes.
Are they disagreeing with the diagnosis?
No, they're agreeing. They're saying okay, yes, and that's what a psychiatrist has said. But then I can't seem to get them to give me a medical report or to tell me why not. There's no clarity.
Is that because they want to charge you for the medical report and you don't want to pay?
No, we haven't had any of that discussion.
Have you asked them why they're not willing to put it in writing?
Yes, they have not got back to me, and I've asked several times. I've chased several times. My GP actually took me off the register. Have you contacted the practice manager? I have. I have an issue. I think that my GP was basically received that report from the mental health facility saying that I have complex PTSD from a psychiatrist. It came from a psychiatrist.
Okay. And did you not get a copy of that, Ahmed? Because it's normal for those letters to be copied.
I have a copy of it. I did a subject access request, but I don't want that whole report from my section to be, I don't want to give that to a judge. I'd rather just get a medical report stating that I have complex PTSD and not.
Right. Okay. So the problem is not that you don't have the diagnosis in writing. You do. You got it from your psychiatrist. The problem is that you don't like the form that it appears in because it gives away more information than you want.
Yeah, you could say that.
But I am saying that. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah.
You can't actually dictate the form in which a doctor writes a letter.
Sure, but do I not have a right to not want to? That report, the section report goes into a lot of things that I don't think it's necessary to share with my probation officer, for example, or to share with the job centre. So I think it's a reasonable request to be able to ask a doctor just to write down and for a doctor to say that this patient has this condition.
I agree it's a reasonable request, Ahmed, but it doesn't mean that the doctor has to comply with it. If you've got the information through a medical health record request or a subject access request, that's all they're obliged to do legally. They don't have to write a report in a form that you like, I'm afraid. There's no legal obligation on them to do that.
Okay.
Okay,
thank you.
I'm sorry. I wish you the best with your health, and I hope things go well, but I don't think you've got any sort of claim here. I would keep trying. I would keep asking, but I'm not sure a court of law is where you want to be going with this one.